Hello, my archfiends of chaos, your king of the night, Vincent Valentine EX Turk, and we're here with another Final Fantasy discussion. Hold up, let me change the light. Back onto it, and we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy 15. Now, I've been wanting to say this newsfeed stuff for a while because this is newsfeed related stuff, but we could begin at Arden's Past as a DLC, which will take a long time. That's like a full game's worth to fill up all the stuff. But this one is not as bad. Episode Lunafreya could be a possible DLC. Now, what this is would be all her adventures when she goes to see every astral and find out about the Niflheim Empire. So Ravis will actually be would be a static character in chasing, trying to find Lunafreya, and keep her under Niflheim's control. So Lunafreya would be walking around the whole map of Eos, interacting with astrals like the Oracle does, all the way to Alticia. So, and remember, this is when Ravis is still bad. So Ravis is still a bad guy at this point because this will be everything before the Hydrian arc. And then I'm pretty sure it's going to end right there when she makes it to Camilla's or Hillary Clinton's mansion. I'm just going to call her Hillary Clinton because that's what she is. That's what she looks like. That's the fuck what she looks like. Anyways, back to the thing. Back to the actual thing. It's going to be her interacting with astrals. Now, I think it could be possible she can get into combat because she has the trident. Not only she could do summons with tridents, but the trident is also a royal arm itself. A crazy theory, and here I got a crazy theory about this. But I think I think that the Nox Flores can actually use royal arms. They just can't use the Ring of Lucii. Because that would also explain why, this will also connect the dots, why Ravis only lost an arm when he put the Ring of Lucii on, while one of Nyx's teammates got, set on complete fire, but Ravis only lost an arm. Now, why would that be possible for Ravis to lose an arm? He should have died just like Nyx's teammate that betrayed him. Here's why. The Nox Flores can actually use royal arms just like Lucis Kylium's. They just can't use the Ring of Lucii. That means even Lunafreya would also, would lose her arm if she would have put the Ring of Lucii on. So the only thing Lunafreya could do is, and Ravis could do, is use royal arms. Which will also, even though Ravis only banished, Brandish, I meant to say Brandish, yeah, Brandish, King Regis's King's Sword, that's passed down by all previous Lucis Kylian Kings, I think he'd still be able to use it, because they could still use royal arms, because the Nox Flores family actually are supposed to be conjunction to work with the Lucius Kylian family, since the Nox Flores were chosen by Gentiana to be oracles, and to help out the Lucius Kylians. The fact is, the Nox Flores house home is to help out the Lucius Kylians. There's only one good thing that Arden has done, and that was to arrange the marriage between Lunafreya and Noctis, because it makes sense, considering the Nox Flores and Lucius Kylians are allies together. They're supposed to combine allies and defeat the evil Niflheim Empire that's using the Scourge, So that's what that means. But I think that we're gonna get more in detail of this. We're gonna get a big detail of all this in episode Lunafreya when it comes out. Now, I don't think it's gonna take that long for episode Lunafreya because it's only a few chapters, and they might just choose one episode. They might just choose her running away, getting on the cruise ship, all throughout Lucis. She'll probably start out like in the Ravito or something like that, and then go all the way through Lucis, because her and Noctis didn't go through the same exact way, because Lunafreya's last stop was in Alticia, while the boat did not arrive in Golden K for Noctis, and the fact is, he found out the Niflheim Empire killed his father, so it kind of diverted from getting married to Luna to go find the Niflheim Empire and make him pay for all the stuff they did. So, pretty much, yes, Noctis and Lunafreya had different adventures, so I could predict that maybe it's going to show Lunafreya taking civilians all over places. And probably going to start at Ravatos and then go all the way through things just like Noctis, but in a reverse. I don't know if anyone's ever played Devil May Cry 4 for Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, but it'd be like that. Like when you play Nero's and the side of it, it's all the way, all to the journey. But when you play Dante's, it's reverse of that. I believe that episode Lunafreya is going to be reverse of that, but it's only going to be a few chapters. So there's going to be a few chapters of episode Lunafreya. You know, and I believe that the Nox Flores would have their own car too, and that Gentiana drives Lunafreya places. So pretty much, Gentiana is Lunafreya's Ignis, pretty much, from what we see. Because remember, Gentiana is raised both Ravis and Lunafreya in Queen Silva's stay, because Queen Silva has to be the queen. You know, just like how Ignis raised Noctis in King Regis' stay, because, well, you know, the king and queen has to be in political positions and focus on that. So that's why they hire a certain butler to, you know, to do that. That's why Lunafreya and Noctis has a lot in common. They both weren't raised completely by their parents. They know who their parents are. You know, Gentiana raised Lunafreya, as, you know, as Ignis has raised Noctis, you know. And I'd say Gladiolus too, because Gladiolus is the one who, you know, trained Noctis as well, and, you know, him being like older brother person, but Ignis cooked all his meals and took care of him, and, you know, got him sent down to school and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. Since I'm pretty sure Gentiana is probably gonna be an Ignis character most likely, even though she could turn into Shiva. She'll be the one driving you all places and stuff like that. You'll be healing with this episode. You'll be healing people from the Scourge, be able to fight demons with the Trident. Which this will be good because I'd like to be able to see Lunafreya be more than just a damsel that got killed by Arden. In fact, she was badass in Kingsglaive. I'll be honest. I'll say one positive thing about Lunafreya. She was badass in Kingsglaive. You know, she was badass in Kingsglaive. She withheld a little bit of her own against General Glocka. And you know how strong Glocka is. Just a little bit, you know. I mean, she's bold and fearless. You know, she even said that she's not afraid to die. And of course, Nyx is like, oh, shut up with that stuff. That gets on my nerves. But she isn't. Like, that's how tough Lunafreya was. Remember, even when Lunafreya died, she was about to take Arden with her by healing the Scourge out of him. And Arden was threatened. You saw Arden's face. He frowned and slapped her. He's like, oh, hell no, you ain't gonna get rid of the Scourge. Who do you think you are gonna get rid of the Scourge? But, yeah. She even tried to take out Arden, the biggest bad guys in one of the biggest bad guys in Final Fantasy history ever. And she is bold. You know, she is bold. I gotta say that. So I'd love an episode Lunafreya. I would love to have an episode Lunafreya. Plus, this will get to know Lunafreya, so I can actually feel, I don't know, sad that she dies. And I don't mean to be sensitive, and I'm gonna say too soon, but I wasn't sad when Lunafreya died that much. I mean, I didn't like that because I was hoping Noctis and Lunafreya would be together. And I think that was kind of a bitch move for Arden to do in the first place, even though he felt threatened. It was kind of, you know, it was kind of a dumbass move because Arden's a petty ass dude, and you know that's exactly why I don't like Arden as a character. I mean, as a character, I don't like Arden. As a villain, yes, but as a regular character, I don't like Arden because Arden's petty. He's petty as fuck. You know, he did this because his brother got to be chosen and not him. Which, very petty. Very petty. Not gonna lie, that's bitch made stuff right there. But nonetheless, nonetheless, an episode Lunafreya would be perfect because then we get to know who Lunafreya was. We get to know more than just an oracle, more just royalty. I would like to get to know who maybe Lunafreya might be the next love character next to Prompto. Because, you know, they executed it wrong because they should have kept the Lunafreya scenes in 15. They should have made you play as Lunafreya for some of it. You know? They did say before in the interview that they're going to have it so you could play as female characters in there because, you know, I don't like social justice warriors, but this is the only thing I agree with social justice warriors on. And I agree they should have done this in the beginning. They should have made it so you can have female characters playable in your party. Like Aranea after you beat her. Yeah, post chapter 6 Aranea, Lunafreya. You know, at least make you play Lunafreya's side of the story. You know, I do agree with the, PC agenda when it comes to they should have it so you could play as females on this as well. Because, I mean, come on, man. Final Fantasy's always had the most badass female characters ever. They've always had. You know, we had Tifa from Final Fantasy VII, which she was badass. We got Renoa from Final Fantasy VIII, who becomes half sorceress. We had, we had Aeris, who had cool abilities. We had Terra from Final Fantasy VI, pretty much a Kefka clone that could beat the original. You had, you had Lightning. So I don't see why Final Fantasy 15 couldn't have female characters in it. And this will make it up for Tabitha's screw up. This will make up Tabitha's screw up if they have an episode Lunafreya. So this is really good. This is good news. This is good news for the Final Fantasy fan base. And Final Fantasy 15 will be redeemed with all these serious DLCs instead of these derpy DLCs. These serious DLCs like Arden's Pass, Lunafreya, episode Lunafreya, and stuff like that. And just even Final Fantasy 15's multi MMO comrades. This is what's gonna redeem Final Fantasy 15. This is what's gonna make the fan base gravitate to Final Fantasy again. Just like Episode Prompto. Episode Prompto made Final Fantasy 15 playable again. Like, everybody enjoyed Final Fantasy, Episode Prompto, except for staunch RPG fans. But then again, you couldn't do anything else with Prompto except shoot, so it makes sense that the gameplay would be what it is. But when they release Episode Prompto, this game put the game back on the map. Look what could happen with Episode Lunafreya. And it had the Dark Souls gameplay for Episode Gladiolus. This would be perfect. So may the crystal be with you. Tell me yay or nay for Episode Lunafreya. Should it happen? Why shouldn't it happen? And may the crystal be with you. Do you want any more stuff in Final Fantasy 15 like serious DLC? So may the crystal be with you.